Hi, it's Barry from RichPix, and I'm just going to be giving you a quick whistle-stop tour of our digital twin platform. So, what we've got here is a blueprint of a VPSO, and we're going to be having an explore. So, we can take information from Smart 360s, CAD models, OBJ files, IFCs, point clouds, and we're using a Smart 360 here just to navigate around. Think of it as Google Street View on steroids. Now this is captured with a 360 camera, different levels of definition we can get, different levels of resolution and detail. Because we're using a point cloud, we can actually take direct measurements from here as well. So it's simple as clicking on 2 points and then we'll get a dimension that can be stored, and that'll be stored as a file, a list of all the dimensions. We can also get an XYZ coordinate of every position on the 360s. Behind this is the point cloud, as we'll see shortly. So we get that. Okay, and then we can start navigating around, so we can zoom in and out, and let's just go down onto the deck. Here, just takes a little while to load. I'm on a really slow cul-de-sac bandwidth up in my home where I'm recording this. But of course you could use it on, because we're streaming, you can use it on any device where you've got an internet connection. So we've got the point cloud here. This could be legacy information, and the images you actually see come from the scanner itself. So the panos that we've been using come from the scanner. But we can also overlay OBJ files, CAD files. We can select them depending on the family, the type of stuff we want to do. And I'm just asking it to load the pipe work. And you can see some of the pipes have jumped in now. Switch the point cloud off and we can have a look around and see. Now, this is a fantastic tool, but it allows us to look at, this is an as design model, of course, but we can select what we want to look at based on our interests. So we may want to look at the electrical supply, structures. We'll just click on that. It'll take a little while to upload because it's quite a chunky model, and as I say, it's coming down a very slow bandwidth, a cul-de-sac in a rural place. But we can use this to show any type of model that we like, whether that's a DWG, DGN, converting it into an IFC model. So if you've Revitized it, you've got the BIM hosted environment, and now the structures have appeared. So you can look around and see what's happening. So let's switch the point cloud back on, and you can see actually first thing we look at there, that pipe was where it's designed, but you can see the point cloud, it's not where it was designed. Okay, now that's just for looking at the 3D environment, but this acts as a portal for all sorts of information. We can use it as a collaboration tool. So let's say, for example, we wanted to share some information. We want Jim to have a look at this next time he's up there. We can just draw around it and then confirm that that's going to be a sticky note, as we call it. So we can attach it as a post-it note, photograph, video file, or any document. And we can color code it, looking so we can help our filter. So we want this to be not preventive maintenance, but we want it to management of change. Now, engineering investigation. Let's click on that one. Give it a title. We'll just call it inspection task. Okay, now important thing is that's fine, but we can also, we've got 3 options here to link to URLs. So that could be to your SharePoint host, that could be to your ProjectWise, and link to the documents there. Now we've got that, hover over it, the task comes up, click on it, and then we get some more information to ask to react upon, or get Jim to do what we wanted to do. But a digital twin also allows us to look at what's actually happening, so we can connect directly to sensors in this case. And with these paths, these drop downs, we can configure them any way you like. But here we've got asset number, the parent tag, put in a description of what it is. And this is the live data that's coming from that sensor, temperature sensor, pressure sensor, vibration. And there's 2 lots. Hover over it, we can actually analyze and go down to where we're looking at particular dates, particular events, tag those. Now, data is great, that's fine. It allows us to use a digital twin in the right way to see what is the status and what's currently happening. But we can also link to all the other documentation associated with that. So that could be going into ProjectWise, looking at version control, all sorts of cool things. We also have the asset information as well that's independent that we can zoom in on if there's particular info. So the asset information here for a particular tag, asset, location, but we're also able to put in multiple tabs associated with that. So here's a historic list of all the work orders that have applied to that particular asset. Okay, and the ones that have closed, these are all closed. We can look at the location, what the work order is, job plan, all that good information. When was it started? When did we want to start it? And if we've got a compliance issue about something has to be inspected within a certain time, we can log those in as well. Safe working orders. So click here and have a look at the permits to work. What permit number was it? Are we going to create that permit? So this is an interactive way of looking at the permits that have been issued. And of course, all the documentation that's associated with that. P&IDs that you can see at the top, diagrams, isometrics, manuals. So you can select those. Just clicked on one. It's not letting me go to that, but never mind. That's I haven't got permission to look at that particular document probably. But you just click to view and then you'll be able to download and have a look at it. So basically you can navigate around, set up different levels, different decks, different rooms, click on things, set this up as you wish to suit you. Just have a quick look around, and then anyone who's got a mobile device, because this is all web-based. When we say web-based, we can host it, or you can host it yourself on your own servers if you feel that way inclined. If you don't trust the cloud and you want to keep everything proprietary and behind your firewall, you can do that. So this is a very quick tour of what the RichPix digital twin platform looks like. This is just for a VPSO, but you could apply this for any machinery, any asset, at any time during the asset's lifetime. Anyway, that's a quick tour. Thanks for your time.